So, welcome to what is going to be a weekly update for how I'm doing post 30-day challenge. Today is actually Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020, and I took a break on Sunday. I got on the machine on Monday. On Tuesday, I did some physical therapy in the machine, and today I'm back on just the machine. I've got exercises that I lay down for, I've got exercises that I sit up for, and I've got exercises that I stand up for. We're gonna take a look at each of those on my back, sitting up, and standing up, of what that looks like for me. And this week I thought I would focus on the things that I do when I'm laying down on the physical therapy table. This is my physical therapy table. This right here is called an AirX Be Balanced pad. It's actually the same pad that used when I was in physical therapy, and it is great for balance. However, for this, I'm going to actually use it on the side that I don't put my feet on, and I'm going to use it as a pillow for my head for a couple of them. The very first thing you need to know is that the names that I've given these exercises are probably not the official name for these exercises, but when I was taught how to do them, I struggled with a name, and he would say, do this, and I couldn't remember it. So I came up with my own creative names, and what's funny is by the end of my physical therapy sessions, I have my physical therapist calling them these names, so it's very, very funny. Okay, the first one I call the windshield wiper. But basically, I put my feet together, and one thing, you want to engage your core, and the move that I call this is the Michael Jackson, and I don't think that you're going to be able to see it on camera, but basically you just kind of tilt your pelvis up a little bit, yeah? Alright, so my knees are together and everything's together, and I'm going to make my knees do a windshield wiper. Now, when I first started doing this, I would grasp onto the table, and that's not the right way. Technically you don't even have to hold on to anything. You want your core to do the work. So, right and hold for about 10 seconds. Back to center. I'll go left and hold for about 10 seconds. And then back to center. And I do those 10 times. Okay, you do it on your side like this, on your left side and on your right. But basically, one leg stays, the leg stays put, and then you raise your other leg up. So you do it like Pac-Man. Like this. And it's called clamshells. Now, that is the official name. I call them Pac-Man. But yeah, 10 times each side. Preference would be 3 times, but I just physically can't do that yet. Okay. straight leg raises and bridges. And those are actually the names of these exercises. I didn't come up with anything fancy because I couldn't remember that. But basically, alright. Now, these can be done with ankle weights, and normally I would do these with ankle weights, but I'm just going to show you without them. So I'll go right leg, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, and then the other leg, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. And then I go to the bridges because my hips start to hurt when I'm doing those, so I just alternate and it helps. So just like when we were doing the knee to knee or the windshield wipers, but this time I put my legs apart. It probably would have been better for me to have on shoes, but okay. So basically you lift your pelvis and your butt off. So it just, you bridge. You make a triangle with your body and the table. And you hold it there for like 10 seconds or something like that, and then you dip down. And then you repeat. So do that 10 times, and then I go back to my leg raises. And 10 and 10, and then I repeat that 3 times. Next up is a little stretch, and you basically take your leg and you pull it back to your chest, and it really pulls the hamstrings, and it stretches your hamstrings. And then you do it on each side, and I do that 3 times on each side, holding it really as long as I feel comfortable. But I try not to put any pressure on my knee. Okay, so that, I call that the pull leg back to chest. Hamstring stretch. I put my foot on the strap, and then I pull back, and that stretches it too. It just stretches it in a different way. And I hold. I can also, if I straighten my leg, it stretches my calves as well. And then I switch. All right. you see all these are, I do laying down. So I take my right leg, I grab my foot, and then I just pull back towards my butt, and it really stretches my quads. And then I'm not going to do it on camera because that would show you my rear, but you roll over and you do the same thing on the other side. All right, I just hit 20 zone minutes at 10 minutes and 40 seconds.